It's a new year, so that can only mean one thing.
It's time for those New Year resolutions.
And it's the perfect time to start a new hobby.
Jewellery Maker, Sewing Street and HobbyMaker are here whether you're starting something new or advancing your skills on a current hobby.
With all the tools you need to start, as well as expert demonstrations from our great guests.
Are you starting a new hobby this January? Share your new makes with us by tagging Jewellery Maker, HobbyMaker or Sewing Street using the hashtag NewYearNewHobby.
And watch us every day from 8 AM to 1 PM on Jewellery Maker.
On HobbyMaker, 6 to 8 AM and 1 to 6 PM.
And 8 AM till 1 PM on Sewing Street.
Hi everybody, good morning. It's great to be back with you. I've been away since Christmas Eve, so hopefully you had a lovely Christmas and a fantastic New Year, and we're back with a bang with Wake Up with HobbyMaker. Yeah, with you between now and 8 o'clock. A bit later on, the lovely Debbi Moore is going to be here. We've got our HobbyMaker Highlight coming up a bit later on with Debbi. That's at 7 o'clock this morning, and again this afternoon as well. So just in case you maybe you're still off over the New Year period and you've never watched us before, every weekday, Monday to Friday, we do 6 until 8 with Wake Up to HobbyMaker, and every single day, 7 days a week, we do between 1 and 6, 5 hours of crafting fun with HobbyMaker in the afternoon. So that's what we've got ahead today. Debbi Moore's here. We've got fantastic Kerry coming up later on with some soft crafts in the afternoon as well. But this first hour is a nice gentle ease into our day. I mean, if you're like me and you can't work out what day of the week it is at the moment, I think we're all in that boat at the moment. It's Wednesday, isn't it? Yeah, it is Wednesday. So welcome to Wake Up to HobbyMaker. If you want to get in touch, you can do that on the email. You can send us an email at studio@hobbymaker.co.uk. Always love to hear from you that way. And that's the way to take part in our anagram bit of fun that we're going to have throughout the first hour. A bit later on, I'm going to show you a jumbled up word. And if you get the tool, the actual kind of HobbyMaker tool correct, you can win yourself a £25 credit on your account. But we'll let you know when that's up and running a little bit later on. So yeah, this show is all about looking back at some of the highlights from yesterday that we still have available. And we had a really, really busy day yesterday. Lots of hunky-dory goodies. And also we've got the Cricut Joy coming up a bit later on as well. So if you've not seen that before, the ultimate cutting machine, we'll give you a little look at that in about probably about half an hour's time or thereabouts. But it's always a big deal when Hunky Dory bring out a brand new magazine, and that's what they did yesterday. We still have a few of these available, okay, but we don't have as many as we would like. So if you want to get hold of this, please do get it sooner rather than later. And it's always the most incredible value for money as well. Not only have you got, of course, loads of hints and tips in the magazine and lots of entertainment and lots of ideas and inspiration, but you also get a couple of freebie goodies with it as well. Now, what you're going to get with the magazine, and I'll flick through the magazine for you in a second, is a lovely embossing folder, which, as you can see here, is the balls of wool. I've not seen an embossing folder like that before. Really unusual, really, really different. And you're also going to get a card kit with it too. And you know, Hunky Dory's card kits are always, always loved by everybody. This is a really good one that if you love your four-legged friends, if you love your cats, you've got the From Meow to You, okay? So this is all about cats rather than dogs. Normally we see lots of dog collections, but it's nice to see a cat collection as well. How cool is this? So you've got, of course, lots and lots of toppers on these sheets as well, beautifully foiled, beautifully die cut. And if I just flick through them for you, you can see that they're really lovely. And there's kind of lots of plays on words as well here. Hope your day is filled with magical moments. Hang in there. It wasn't me. Sending lots of love. You get tags as well as toppers on there as well. So you get 4 sheets of your toppers, all die cut and foiled, featuring this little really cute Siamese kitten. Really, really cool. What does that one say there? That says, I've reorganised your weekly schedule. From now on, every day is Cat-a-day. Love it. You're my cat's whiskers, just for you. Wishing you a perfect day. Yeah, they're really good at the play on words. Hunky Dory, always have been. What's that one say down the bottom there? To my favourite person. Cool. So you get those 4. You're then also going to get 4 sheets of your printed and foiled cardstock, all adorable, scoreable, obviously. So you get all of those as well. And then you get 4 sheets of your just printed cardstock as well, included too. I think you even get some double-sided papers. I can feel those at the back. Yeah, you're going to get those as well. So double-sided papers included too, all with that kind of real kind of celebratory theme there as well. So that's what you get with the magazine and the embossing folder. But then, if you're a brand new crafter, and I know so many people this year, so many people have told me they're starting a new craft, starting a new hobby or whatever it might be, this is the perfect way if you've never made cards before to get into it, because not only is the magazine just a great read, but also when you open up the pages, the first few pages always feature the card kit that you get with the magazine. A bit of crafty chat in there as well. So basically it's featuring the card kit you get. So straight away all you need really is a pair of scissors. You don't even really need those, to be honest. Maybe a scoring tool, some adhesive, some glue, double-sided tape, and you're away. And you can make all of these fantastic cards in here. And the tutorial is step by step, okay? So it tells you exactly what to do, where to score, what to cut, what size you need, all that sort of thing. So instantly, you can be making cards with this magazine. Okay, and then going through it, you'll see some previous card collections. There'll also be a nod to card collections that are coming up in the future, how you can make your own calendars and diaries and that sort of thing as well. So it's a really, really good buy. And again, what a great way to start a new year with maybe a new hobby, or just maybe you've never tried hunky-dory before. Maybe you've thought about it, but thought, well, I'll wait until the next magazine comes out. So today, you're going to get the magazine. You're going to get the embossing folder, which is a 5x7, it's an A6 embossing folder. And then you're also going to get this fantastic collection of toppers and cardstock and double-sided papers as well. So the whole thing is a bundle, which we can give you today. And remember, the thing about shopping with us at HobbyMaker is that you only ever pay 1p&p for the whole day's orders. So when Debbie's here in the next show and you buy some stuff from her, if you buy some things from me in this show, and maybe in the later shows this afternoon, you only ever pay 1p&p for the whole day's orders of £3.95, okay? So now if you want this, its product code is YXHD62, YXHD62, but what is the price going to be? Now, I wasn't here yesterday, and I was driving up yesterday afternoon, so I couldn't actually watch the shows. But when you see this price, when you bear in mind you get the card kit, the magazine, and the embossing folder, look at this, £9.99. Now, I was thinking 25, between 25 and 30 for what you're actually getting here, but you're going to get it for under a £10 note with a cap P&P of £3.95. It could be that you actually make cards maybe for animal charities. I know loads of people do that for animal shelters, rescue shelters, that sort of thing. Then that would be a really good magazine to go for, because who doesn't love a little putty cat on their cards as well? So what a great price. What a great time to stock up, invest in this today. And for less than a £10 note, you could be starting a brand new hobby, a brand new design. Maybe if you've never used hunky-dory before. They really are at the top of their game when it comes to card making. And I've got personally loads of friends that only ever buy hunky-dory card kits. If I just show you the toppers again, just so you can see the images. They are adorable. They really, really are. Maybe you're a cat fan. Maybe you've got a house full of them. Or maybe you just, as I say, raise funds for animal charities. Maybe your circumstances are that you can't actually have an animal yourself, but you love them. You love raising money for them. From meow to you. Hope your day is filled with magical meowments. Hang in there. They're little mischievous so-and-sos, aren't they? Look, butter wouldn't melt in their mouth. The butter wouldn't melt in their mouth. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you pay more than £9.99 for the card kit. Come on. It really is worth so much more than that. But, you know, hunky-dory, I'm sure, use their magazines as a way of kind of showing you what they can do. And rather than just buying a card kit like that and them saying, okay, there you go, off you go, create something, make it from scratch, they give you all these wonderful hints and tips and ideas in the magazine as well. Look. So, you know, where would you start to make a card in that design? It tells you everything that you need to do. It tells you all that you need to actually make it, the tools that you need to make it, the adhesives that you need. If you need to score the cardstock at any size, it tells you where and when and how. And again, loads and loads of tips from previous collections and collections in the future. You can meet some of the fantastic card makers and hunky-dory fans that are in here as well. You get messages from the editor, all the team, of course, Natasha, Anne-Marie, Pauline, they have input into the magazine as well. Loads of you coming in already. Nora in Hampshire's checked out. Susan in Staffordshire, hello to you, both of you. Patricia in Essex coming through as well. Today was my first day back after having about 10 days off. And you get into, when you do like shift work and earlies and that sort of thing, you kind of get into a routine with it. and it becomes like second nature. But when you have a break for almost a couple of weeks and you get out of the habit of getting up early, it gets really difficult to go to bed at like 8 o'clock at night and get up at like 4 in the morning. But managed to do it today, and thank you for getting up early and joining us too. If you want this, treat yourself, treat a friend. Maybe you've got some money at Christmas to treat yourself to some crafting goodies. What a good way to start the day at less than a £10 note. YXHD62. Now, if you fancy winning yourself a £25 credit, let us give you that anagram. We do this every weekday morning. And what we're going to do is show you a very, very popular crafting tool or an implement. The letters are going to be mixed up. And if you can unravel the letters and tell me what the crafting tool is or what the implement is, if you get it right, you'll go into a draw. And just before 7, Alex, our producer this morning, will select at random a winner of a £25 credit on your account, okay? So let's have a little look at the word. Let's have a little look at the word. Doesn't really kind of mean anything at the moment. Gentle trips. Gentle trips. Rearrange those words, all those letters, and you'll make a well-known, loved crafting implement or tool, okay? What could that be? What could those letters actually spell? Gentle trips. Work it out, email it in. The email address, as ever, is studio@hobbymaker.co.uk. So even if you can't get it straight away, and I didn't get it straight away, just write it down, have a little look at it, think about it, have a cup of tea, coffee, get a bit of toast or something. As soon as you work it out and unscramble those letters, countdown moment really, isn't it? Then email in your answer, and it could be you that gets a £25 credit. And we'll announce that in about 45 minutes, just before 7 o'clock this morning, studio@hobbymaker.co.uk. Okay, so that's how we're starting then with our, oh, I want to show you some made cards actually as well, because the hunky-dory gang have left me a few of these cards to show you. If you go for that magazine, you can be making adorable cards just like this. To my favourite person. Love it. Absolutely love it. Really adorable, aren't they? Really cute. Again, look at the quality of the toppers, the quality of the foiling as well. There you go. You've got that almost like a mini kind of theatre card, that one. And all of these, remember, are featured in the magazine, how to make them, what card size you need, what you need to trim it to, where you need to score it. Get it up the right way. There we go. Hope your day is filled with magical moments. There we go. Another one. Really cute. I can't remember the last time we actually showed you a card kit that is cat-themed. Often we do like generic animals and wildlife and things like that, but to actually have a cat-themed collection, these will prove really popular if you sell your cards for good causes or for profit. People love them, absolutely adore them. And maybe like me, if you've got a cat that's into everything, she basically, yesterday we took down all the decorations at home. And she likes to help, or she thinks she's helping, but just kind of hinders, gets in all the cardboard boxes, plays with all the decorations, all the baubles. Doesn't bring the tree down like my friend Lisa Horton's cat does, but yeah, she certainly gets involved. But they're beautiful cards, aren't they? Thank you, Nora. Thank you, Susan. Hello, Patricia. If you want to go for more than one, you're more than welcome to at £9.99. This is not an old magazine. This is a brand new one. It's their latest out. It's issue 69, actually. And to get all of those, those card sheets in there as well, with the double-sided papers too, is a really good buy at £9.99 as well. And an embossing folder thrown in for good measure. You pay like £7 or £8 for an embossing folder. You pay certainly £9.99 for a card kit, and to get the magazine as well, absolutely a steal. Now, we've got also one other thing that doesn't come with the magazine, but it is available if you'd like it. And this, to be honest with you, works with any animal theme. It could be wildlife, it could be dogs, it could be cats. It's a paw embossing folder or mask. Hunky Dory always call their embossing, sorry, not embossing folders, stencils. They call their stencils masks, okay? But again, the practicality of it and what you can use it for is absolutely brilliant. You can use all your texture paste through it. You can run it through your embossing machine and emboss with it as well if you want to. Use your inks through it as well. But to have like a paw print background or something like that would be fantastic. So this is XAHD76. So XAHD76, what sort of price would you expect this to be? Wait until you see where this is going to go. And this is going to be such a useful stencil. You'll use it so often. Now, we only got single figure stock of this, £4.50. So that proves how popular it was yesterday. We literally got a handful of these at £4.50. Sally's already in. Hello, Sally. You're going to get one of these. There's only going to be a few of you that will be able to get this, and then that's it. It'll be gone. So it works with the magazine brilliantly, but also it stands alone brilliantly too, just for any animal-themed cards you want to make. Great for your backgrounds, great for texture pastes and things like that. Just using your daubers and using your blending inks as well, whether it's your distress inks or whatever it might be that you use, your oxides, they'd work through there beautifully too. But what's the paw print of? Is it a wild animal? Is it a cat? Is it a dog? It could be anything. £4.50. Could be a bear print, couldn't it? XAHD 76. XAHD 76. £4.50 for that 6x6 mask or stencil. Okay? XAHD 76. Right, now, where do you want to go next, Alex? Oh, the little book of sentiments. Okay. Right, let's have a look at these. Now, these are brand new for 2023, and this is going to be one of the most invaluable tools that you can have in your craft room. And it's covering everything, every type of sentiment you could ever possibly wish for. It's not just like New Year or not just Valentine's Day, it's covering everything. But as you can see, every sheet has got die-cut labels, die-cut toppers, again, foiled to perfection. And it's all adorable scoreable, and it's all, of course, the different colours of adorable scoreable that you can, of course, have in your stash as well. So they come in loads of different colours. We've got browns, we've got reds, we've got whites and greys in there as well. And of course, where it's appropriate, they do silver foiling. Where gold works best, they put gold on. But let's just read a few of these out. You've got dads here and uncles and sons, son-in-law, father-in-law, dad to a super son. This one's onto the ladies. We've got the granddaughter, the daughter, the wife, the grandma, the girlfriend, amazing auntie to a fabulous friend. So you're really getting so many toppers and tags on here on every single sheet. You've actually got a total of 40 sheets in silver and gold. And there's actually, does it give me a number here? Yeah, over 660 individual occasion sentiments. And they're just beautiful. And they all just literally pop out. So simple. You don't have to get your craft knife. You don't have to get your scissors. Everything just literally pops out. And some of them have even got little holes in the top there. So if you wanted to put some twine, baker's twine or something like that through the loop at the top, you could do that. To my gorgeous girlfriend, let's pick another few at random. What does that one say down the bottom? It's time to celebrate, have a spectacular new year. Okay, it's maybe too late for this new year, but okay, for next new year. And these are just great. They take up no room. Just to have them by your side. There's a congratulations and count your blessings on your christening. Sending love and best wishes on your engagement. Just for you, happy anniversary. So these are just such a godsend to have. They really are. Okay, so LGHD98. That's the product code. And if you are new to us at HobbyMaker, we use letters and numbers in our product codes, which I know is unusual to other places. Now, we're going to take this to a price that, well, I don't think we're supposed to. We're going to go lower than we should on this. Now, Alex is being told on his notes where it should go. We're going to go below that price. So if you want to start 2023 with all of these sentiments that are literally at your fingertips, $9.99 for 660 tags. So you can quite simply put them on presents. You can put them into memory books and journals, that sort of thing as well. Stick them with your double-sided pads as toppers, or just have them hanging with a string. Not all of them have got the holes in the top, but quite a few of them have. That one down there has. And that says, huge congratulations on your new bundle of joy. Wishing you a happy retirement on your wedding day, just for you. You graduated, time to celebrate. I'm going to look at these colorways as well. Aren't the colors lovely? So what will you be drawn to first of all? The actual sentiment probably first, and then choose which colour you want. Is it going to be the gold foiling or silver foiling? Is it going to be a light colour, a dark colour? The silver on the black works really well as well, doesn't it? So this is always a bestseller. If you want to get it today, you can have it in your basket and you can check out for $9.99. If you've already bought maybe the Hunky Dory magazine a few minutes ago, you've paid your $3.95 postage. That now means this is a delivered price to you. No matter how many other things you buy between now and midnight tonight from us, you'll only pay that 1p&p of $3.95. And the way it works is, I know during the holidays, a lot of people have the chance to watch us that maybe don't, when you're working during the week or you've got other things to do, but maybe your routine's been kind of totally different over the last week or two. And you found us and you found HobbyMaker and you've tuned in and you bought bought your first thing. Remember, the way it works is all your orders get collated and get put together at midnight of the day that you order. So if you ordered something now, again at 7 o'clock with Debbie, a bit later this afternoon in our afternoon shows, at midnight, all your orders get put together. You get a confirmation email that shows you everything you've bought during the day, and it shows you at the bottom one postage charge of £3.95. And you get that first thing tomorrow morning, and then it gets dispatched to you from the company that you've bought it from. So all your orders from Hunky Dory will be sent out by Hunky Dory. All your orders from Debbi Moore a bit later on at 7 will be dispatched direct from Debbie, okay? $9.99 if you want your essential book of sentiments. LGHD 98, I mean, they're so useful. They really are handy to have. Just to know that when you get asked to make a card for a certain occasion, you're not there thinking, I haven't got one for christening, I haven't got one that mentions auntie, I haven't got one that mentions grandma. You've got it all in there. Absolutely everything, and they cover every eventuality you could think of. $9.99, and it's LGHD 98. Now, can we just mention, we've actually got some foil cardstock. Just bearing in mind a lot of you have gone for the magazine, either yesterday or today. We've actually got sheets of cardstock from Hunky Dory and Adorable Scoreable that have been foiled. Now, this one is the foiled cardstock, so you've actually got, where is it? Is it 16 sheets? You've got it. From Meow to You. This is from Meow to You foil cardstock. So it's separate to the magazine, but it works with it. So you've got love hearts. Now that can be for anything. That can be for absolutely any occasion. It could be a box you want to make from this as well. How many sheets of this do we get? I can't remember. This one we're getting, it's coming up any second. EBHD 10, 16 sheets. 350 GSM, 16 sheets in total, 8 designs, and 2 of each. So you get 2 of the pink with the gold love hearts. This one is your paw print in foil. Isn't that lovely? I mean, it looks like flowers from a distance, but if you get in close, you can see it's actually paw prints. There we go, look. Really cute. And again, the quality of the foiling is really good, isn't it? You get 2 of those in the black and the gold. Then you've got the same in the cream and gold as well. There you go. So that's foiled paw backgrounds. We've got here your purple and gold as well. I think there's been quite a few purple and gold sweets been eaten over the last couple of weeks as well. And then this one's nothing to do with animals really, but you've got the stars as well. Your gold stars on the light blue, also that kind of burgundy colour. And then you've got your florals here as well. So, you know, although there is the paw print in there, that's the only one that kind of relates to and belongs with the animal theme. The rest of them are pretty generic. And you've got your gold flowers on like a custard yellow background. And then that lovely pale, almost like a grey-green, which is really, really lovely. Now, Sally in Kent's gone for 2 of these. We haven't even given you the price yet. Susan Jane's in as well, adding this into your order today. So 16 sheets, 8 designs, 2 of each. Where's that price going to go? Where is Alex going to take this? This is going to go very, very low, I've just been told. If you fancy that, $9.99, and it works so well with the magazine and the animal theme as well. So $9.99 for 16 sheets, that works out roughly about 60 to 70p a sheet. Yep, Sally's gone for 2. Sally's in Kent. Nice one, Sally. So yeah, you get the love hearts, you get the paw prints, you get the stars, and you've also, of course, got those lovely florals in the background as well there. EBHD 10. Now, there is also an adorable, scoreable selection of cardstock that goes with this collection as well. Now, what Hunky Dory do is whenever they bring out a magazine or a card collection, they always give you the plain cardstock available as well in colourways that will work with the colours of the card kit. So if I just get a sheet of the toppers, now I'm just going to take one sheet of the toppers from Meow to You, from the magazine. And can you see that just pick a colour from there and you'll find that the colour on the tag or the topper will be in the Adorable Scoreable collection somewhere. So you've got your pinks, you've got your blues that matches the blue for that present there. You've got your cream, which obviously matches the colour of the fur of the cute little cat. So all of that, you know, I don't know how many colours there are in Adorable Scoreable. There must be about 1,000 or more. And the guys at Hunky Dory go through the collection of Adorable Scoreable and make sure that all the colours that they give you in this collection will beautifully coordinate with the main from Meow to You. And now this time, you're not getting 16, you're going to get 24 sheets of Adorable Scoreable, still 350 GSM, but Adorable Scoreable is basically bendy ink technology. That's what it's all about. And what we mean by that is when you score it and you crease it, sometimes other cardstocks can crack because the ink hasn't got the flexibility, but you don't get that with this. It's completely flexible ink, so you can score it as many times as you like. I haven't got a scoring board here to prove it, but take my word for it. I'm sure you've seen it demoed before. But you can make boxes out of it. You can do concertina cards, whatever you want to do, and it will never, ever crack the ink. So it just gives you confidence. There's nothing worse than when you've been working on a project and you've scored something and then creased it and it's cracked. You've got, oh, God, that's really made it look amateur. It's made it look really kind of cheap. Adorable Scoreable is luxury, absolute luxury. Now, we did $9.99 for the foiled 16 sheets. Where are we going to go with the 24 sheets of Adorable Scoreable? We're going the same price. $9.99 for Adorable Scoreable, all A4, stock up today. If you're going to go for the magazine, it makes sense to have the plain cardstock because you can use these as your card blanks to put the toppers on, and you know the colours aren't going to jar or aren't going to clash. You know, sometimes if you've got two different reds, that can be a colour clash. It's really, really simple, really, really easy. When you've got all the colours that match and coordinate with the card collection, you can't really go wrong. So there we go, CXHD21. Now, if you've just woken up, maybe today's your first day back in the routine of normality. It is for me today, and it came as a bit of a shock when the alarm went off. If you want to get in touch with us and stand a chance of winning a £25 credit, basically, you can either message us, studio@hobbymaker.co.uk, or you can also send us a message via our website as well. There's the email address. So if you've unscrambled that word, that impressive crafting tool or implement that we all use regularly, I'll show you that again, actually, just in case you haven't seen it, the anagram. Let's get that anagram for you again. Remember, if you unscramble these letters, it makes a crafting tool, which I'm sure you've used numerous times, or maybe you haven't, I don't know. We've had a few right answers already, and there's been an incorrect answer as well. But yeah, get your messages in. You could win yourself a £25 credit if you just send your answer, unravel those letters, put them in an order that makes a well-known crafting tool or implement, and you could win yourself £25 credit. And we'll announce the winner of that before 7 o'clock. So you've got about 20 minutes to get your answers into us before we do that random draw, okay? And if you will send us a little message, or indeed if you want to say hello, we're wishing you a happy new year. Maybe you'd like to do the same, then feel free. This is how you can do it. If you go to our website, hobbymaker.co.uk, you can see that underneath the price of the Adorable Scoreable, there's a little box that says contact the studio, and you can basically send us a message like that instantly. Alex will get it, and then if it's broadcastable, he can put it on the screen. Oh, thanks, Alex. Dave, you're the cat's pajamas. Oh. Cheers, mate. There we go. It's as easy as that, and it's free, absolutely free. So whenever you want to send us a question, a comment, or whatever, feel free to do that anytime that we're live, and the messages can go on the screen just like that. So yeah, if you fancy the Adorable Scoreable, then only £9.99 for 24 sheets, working out to well under 50p a sheet. It's about 45p a sheet for Adorable Scoreable, which is fantastic. CXHD21. Now, should we do the Miri as well while we're here? Why not? Now, we've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 different Miris. Now, the first one, I don't know what the colour names are on these. We've got violet, steel grey, rich burgundy, peacock blue, holly green, which is this one. Let's go for holly green first. Now, you're going to get 16 sheets of Miri. Now, Miri is a brand, okay? No one else, apart from the company Miri, can use that word. Yes, there's mirrored card out there. Lots of people do mirrored card, but there's only one Miri. And this is holly green. What a gorgeous colour this is. It's almost like a greeny yellow, but a rich greeny yellow. Really, really lovely. 16 sheets, POHD 42. Now, Alex, my producer this morning, again, has the power to lower the prices. If he doesn't like the price, he can lower it. He's got the power. He's got the buttons. Now, he's going to quite simply give you the best price he can on this. 16 sheets of Miri in this beautiful, we're calling it holly green. If you order this holly green, that's what you'll get. But I kind of think of it's more like a greeny yellow, isn't it? Really unusual. Where are we going to go on the price on this one? The reflection from Miri is second to none. No way. $6.99? Wow. For true, genuine, everyday Miri. I say everyday Miri. It's not an everyday product. It's a luxurious product. There it is in your holly green. And there are 5 other colours to come. So that's your holly green. And we're going to do the same price on all the other colours as well. Shall I go down to the next one? What's the next one called? From holly green, let's go to, I'll tell you, let's go to blushing pink. Blushing pink. Okay. Now there is your blushing pink. Look at that. That is gorgeous. I was, hang on a minute, hang on. This one I don't think is the pink. This one is Vivid Violet. Yeah, this is Vivid Violet, this one. The pink's next. Vivid Violet is that one. Like a chocolate box purple, isn't it? And that's $6.99 as well. I know lots of you are probably going to want to multi-order and go for a few. Feel free to do that if you want to. Only one P&P of $3.95. Next one, we got the blushing pink. Yeah, there we go. So there's the blushing pink. Definitely. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, that could be a Valentine's colour as well, couldn't it? Very easily, if you wanted it to be. I know I'm wishing the year away already. We're already just into January. I'm talking about Valentine's in February. Isn't that gorgeous? Then we have the red, which is, what's the red one called? What's the red one called, Alex? Rich Burgundy. That's this one. Oh, yeah. Like a lovely kind of claret. That's Rich Burgundy, if you like that red. Really sweet. Now, my favourite one, if I'm allowed a favourite, is the next one. This is the Steel Grey. Now, this to me, that's Mercury, isn't it? Don't you think? Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, it's a refreshing change maybe to silver. If you've done silver, you know, quite a bit and you're thinking, I love the reflection. Maybe a black is a bit too stark for you, a bit too dark. It's a gunmetal grey, isn't it? But we're calling this one Steel Grey, okay? Really unusual, but you can see the reflection. You can see our camera 2 with Michael behind it there. Really reflective. There he is, giving us a wave. There he is. And then the last one is the blue, Peacock Blue. Peacock Blue. Have a little look at this. There's your Peacock Blue. And again, you get 16 in each of these colours. If you wanted to go for all 2, 4, 6, 8, that would be, what's 7 8s? 56. £56 and 1 P&P. Sally's gone for 2 of this particular colour, the Peacock Blue. And remember, have you entered the anagram? If you've got an unscrambled, those 2 words, to make a famous crafting implement or tool. If you get it right, you'll be in the draw. Obviously, we don't have as many viewers at 6 a.m. as we do at, say, 1 p.m. in the afternoon, because not everyone gets up that early every day. So you've got a good chance of hopefully winning yourself a £25 credit on your account. Think about that. What would you spend that £25 on? Maybe if you win it at the end of the hour, come back later, buy the mirror card, buy that fantastic magazine from Hunky Dory. Can I quickly remind you on the magazine? Okay, let me grab it, because this is one of the bargains of the week, without any shadow of a doubt, and it launched yesterday in a blaze of glory, and we only have a handful of the magazines left. Now, just so that you, in case you missed it at 6 o'clock, and who can blame you if you're just kind of gradually coming to and waking up this morning. Loads of you coming in for the magazine. Just a few of you that have already got it. Julie in North Yorkshire, Patricia in Essex, Bernadette in Northumberland, Susan Jane in Lincolnshire, Nora in Hampshire, Susan in Staffordshire. You've already checked out. Many more putting this in their basket now. Alison in Buckinghamshire, Patricia in Essex, to name a few. $9.99 today. You're going to get not only the magazine, which is a brand new, with over 100 projects, brand new crafting magazine from Hunky Dory, and it's the From Meow to You collection. See what we did there, or what they did. And inside the magazine, you've got, of course, lots of ideas as to cards to make with the card kit you get with the magazine. I think that's just such a clever idea, because how many times have you bought a magazine and you open it up and think, oh, I want to make that, and you realise you haven't got the actual tools, or you haven't got the cardstock, or you haven't got the actual toppers to make what they're talking about in the magazine. With this magazine, you have. So instantly, you can start making cat cards with everything that's included in here. And it shows you what you need, what to do, what order to do it in. It holds your hand every step of the way to make all these beautiful cards. You can meet the team and also look ahead and look back to previous card kits and card kits that are coming in the future for spring and so on. So that's the magazine. You're going to get your card kit included, which is 4 of everything. You're going to get 4 sheets of your toppers, 4 sheets of your printed cardstock, 4 sheets of printed and foiled, and 4 double-sided papers as well. So you can get card making straight away, straight off the bat. And remember, the price is under £10. Under £10, and you are going to get an embossing folder as well. So you get the card kit, the embossing folder, and all the inspiration in the magazine for £9.99. Maybe you are buying this not for yourself, but maybe you're buying it for a friend. Maybe you've got together with friends over the festive season and you tell them what you do, that you make cards, and they're kind of interested. And you're thinking, yeah, I wouldn't mind getting that as a treat for a friend of mine. The balls of wool, I love that embossing folder. Isn't that just so different? So cool. The balls of wool embossing folder, card kit, and the magazine for just £9.99. And most magazines that you buy, you read and you either throw away or you give to the doctor's surgery, don't you? But these you never ever give away. You never ever throw them away because they are little project books, really. You can build up a library of inspiration. So when one day you need to make a card for some reason, for some person or for yourself, and you're thinking, got no ideas, I don't know what to do. Just even if you haven't got the actual card kit, you can get ideas for card layouts, composition. Put that topper there, put that topper there, do that crease there. It's a brilliant read, it really is, and it's a great way that if you lose your inspiration or you lose your mojo, as we say in the crafting world, this is going to get it back for you. It really is. Every page full of ideas. And it's nice to see other people's takes on how to make the cards and what to do with them. And you can look at that and think, oh, I've never thought of doing that. Well, there's loads of inspiration and ideas on every single page. But, you know, these are magazines that are investments, because you build up a library of them. You just maybe get each one that comes out from Hunky Dory and just keep them in a folder or keep them on your bookshelf or something like that. They'll always come in handy. Just leave them on the coffee table. And just when you're bored one afternoon or one evening, just pick them up, have a flick through and go, that's the card I'm going to make today. YXHD62. YXHD62 for the card kit and magazine and the embossing folder as well. Now, the other card stock that we've got in the Adorable Scorable is the A3. Now, let me show you. Now we've got ivory, pure white and black. So these come as A3 sheets of Adorable Scorable. Now, the A3 is not always available. We always bring you the A4. And if you're not really an A3 user and you're thinking, well, what would I use it for? If you've got like cutting machines and things like that, these are brilliant to use on those. But also, of course, if you just trim it in half, you've made 2 A4 sheets out of 1 A3. So it's a really cost-effective way of stocking up on your A4 or using it as A3. Now, how many sheets do you get in this, Alex? 20 sheets of A3, which would make 40 sheets of A4. And it's Adorable Scorable. And it's 350 GSM, so it's exactly the same quality as the A4 cardstock, just double the size, okay? So there is your cream, 20 sheets of that. What would you expect that price to be for 20 sheets of ivory Adorable Scorable? 15, maybe 20 pounds? Pound a sheet? Today, nowhere near that. £11.99. Now that can be 20 sheets of A3, it could be 40 sheets of A4. 40 sheets of A4 for £11.99 if you just cut it in half. How about that? And remember, box making. You need the larger cards for larger boxes. Here you go. So that's your ivory. If I put the white next to it, you can see the difference. If I show them to you separately, they look virtually the same, but you can see there's a difference in the colorway. So there's your plain white with the ivory, and that's available, same deal. Different item number though. But if you fancy the white, it's a blank canvas, isn't it, at the end of the day? £11.99 for 20 sheets of A3 pure white, MCHD05. And then the last one is the black. And we have got the pastels, we'll show you in a second, but the pastels are a mixture of colours. These are just 20 of the same colour, okay? So 20 of the black, 20 of the white, or 20 of the ivory. It's entirely your call. But look at that lovely jet black finish on there. £11.99. WVHD58 and delivered to your door, remember, all for that one price postage of £3.95. And it's not like a piano black, it's not like a gloss shine, but it's got a lovely sheen to it. So again, if you're making boxes, you want something sturdy and strong and luxurious that's not going to crack when you score it and crease it. Well, there's your answer. Maybe you want to go for white and black or cream and black, have black lids and cream bases to boxes. That would be good, wouldn't it? So if you've been restricted a little bit by A4 and you think, oh, I need the bigger cardstock, they now do A3 Hunky Dory, which is amazing. So there they are. Now, if you're looking for a mixture of colours, if you're not really into your monochromes, you want to have more kind of pastel shades, well, this is the same deal, but this time you're not getting one colour, you're going to get a selection of colours. You get 5 colours, and you get 4 of each, okay? So you get 4 of this lovely green, very, very in colour at the moment for furniture and paints, that sort of thing, very kind of designer paint look. Then you've got that lovely light purple. Then you've got that pale blue. Then you've got your gorgeous pink. Oh, we're going back to the green again. But basically, you're going to get those 5 colourways. Was it 4 of each or 5? 4 colours, 5 of each. That green is really stylish, isn't it? So 20 sheets in total in, was it 5 of each, Alex, or 4 of each? 4 of each in 5 colours. Right, 4 of each in 5 colours. There you go. Lovely colourways. Really, really gorgeous. And again, maybe you want to have a selection of the pastels and then maybe go for one of your monochrome colours. Go for a white or a cream or a black to complement it. Again, they're all A3 in size, okay? PS HD10. PS HD10 if you want your pastels. Right, now, something I'm dead excited about. We still have stock of the Cricut Joy. Now, if you haven't heard the news, Cricut is now here at HobbyMaker. We've partnered with Cricut, and I'm really, really chuffed to bring you this machine today. There is a larger machine, which you'll find on the website if you want one for your craft room. But this one is one of the latest machines that Cricut have produced, and this is for go anywhere portability. The mouth on this is around about 4.5 inches wide, and this is the ultimate cutting machine. It also will score for you, and it will also draw for you as well. Now, the bundle that we've got on this is nothing short of exceptional. Absolutely brilliant value for money. And I know loads of people who actually have bought this and also own the Maker 3, the big machine as well, but have gone for this for portability too. Now, unlike other machines that have like a memory or use USBs and that sort of thing for their cutting files, this doesn't work that way. Cricut have a website and an app that you can actually go onto right now. And if you want to have a little look at it, it's design.cricut.com, okay? So it's C-R-I-C-U-T, not cricket as in the game, it's C-R-I-C-U-T. So it's design.cricut.com. If you have a look on there, that is the website. That is what they call the kind of canvas workspace, and that's where you'll see all the cutting files that are available. Now, there are cutting files on there that are absolutely free, and there are hundreds and hundreds of them. Having said that, though, there are also other cutting files that are available to be paid for. You can pay maybe $150, $160 for some of them. And you can also actually subscribe to Cricut for, I believe, £7.50 a month. And that gives you access to all of the cutting files, thousands of them on their website. And they're constantly being added to as well. So think of it as being an embossing, a drawing, and a cutting machine. It will do all of that for you. And the deal we've got for you today is nothing short of exceptional. Now, if you go for it today, we're going to give you a great price and a great bundle. This bundle's been put together for us by Cricut. Over here, you've got your smart vinyl. Now, the vinyl doesn't require a cutting mat. It literally gets fed into the machine. It senses that it's there. It knows what you're cutting, so you don't need a cutting mat when you're using the vinyl. You're going to get that in the bundle. You're also going to get your transfer tape as well. Now, what that allows you to do is when you've done your cut, it makes it easy to remove what you've cut from the mat or from the machine and then place it onto whatever you're choosing to decorate. Now, it could be that you're doing like a wine glass or some champagne flutes, that sort of thing. That's what we've got here. So the transfer sheet allows you to pick up the happy birthday all in one go and then transfer it onto whatever surface you're decorating. It could be a plastic bauble like the Merry. All of these have been done on the Cricut Joy. The Merry Christmases, the happy birthday, the initials on the champagne glasses. We've got some other things here as well. Now, Julie, who works in our office, has been a Cricut customer for a long time, and she's now the demonstrator that comes on. So she's doing a day job up in the office, and whenever we have a Cricut show, she then comes down and demonstrates it for us. It's a fantastic machine, it really is. So here we've got like a little bauble that we've decorated. Here we've got the most tiny and fine made to teach. I mean, that could be a teacher's gift, saying thank you for a great year, but look how fine that is. And that's where you'd use the transfer tape to remove that from the mat, if you're using a cutting mat, and then to place it onto the glass. It's another little teacher's gift idea as well. This pencil that you can see made out of MDF, but decorated with best teacher ever. How cool's that? We've got a little Christmas stocking here that we've decorated with the Cricut logo. How cool's that? And you can use cutting files from other places. If you've maybe got some USBs that you've bought cutting files from in the past from different brands, you can actually import those on your computer onto the software at Cricut. So you can put that onto your Canvas workspace as well. So all those other cutting files that you've bought from other places in the past are not redundant with Cricut. You can use those in conjunction with the machine as well. So you get everything that you need, including the pens to do the drawing down there. You've also got some card blanks, and you've also got a little wallet. This wallet here is clever because it's a little sleeve, and you can put the back of the card behind the sleeve and leave the front of the card on top of the sleeve, so the machine will only cut through the top of the card, not the back. So that's what that's for. And you even get a little kind of pick tool there as well, which allows you to take the vinyl away from the mat if you're using it on a mat very, very simply and very easy. Hello to Wendy in Kent, who's already checked out with this. Okay, now we haven't even shown you the price yet. Now, not only have we got a great deal on this, we're also going to give it to you with split pay as well. Now, this allows you to buy anything from us, and when it's on split pay, it allows you to buy it from us and spread the cost interest-free. That's something we offer as a company. It doesn't go through an external company or anything like that. We just basically say, if you give us the first split payment today, we will ship it to you straight away, no wait. It's in stock here at HobbyMaker, ready to go right away. So if you want to go for this right now, give us a bell, 0800 001 4433. It's a free phone number. I know loads of you got this at Christmas. So many people messaged in to say that they've been bought it or treated to it by their other half or whatever. But maybe you got some money at Christmas, or maybe you got a HobbyMaker gift card at Christmas, and you want to put that towards the first split payment on the Cricut Joy. Imagine just how useful this is to have in your craft room. If you want to take it with you to crafting events, to crafting gatherings and fairs, that sort of thing, to offer personalization, to have things that maybe you've made, maybe MDF and things like that you want to personalize, or personalize the front of a card. You can, of course, cut all sorts out. It's not just for personalization and letters and names. It's for images as well. And if you have a little look right now, it doesn't cost anything. If you go to design.cricut.com, you'll see the website. And then you can have a little look at all the cutting files that are available free of charge there. If there's a one in particular that you want, maybe, I don't know, it's a particular type of bird or whatever it might be, or a particular type of font, if there's a cost associated to it, you choose whether you buy that or whether you don't. If you pay your subscription, which I know lots of people actually have had before, magazine subscriptions, and they're fantastic. But what about having a subscription to Cricut, which basically allows you for $7.50 a month to have access to all the cutting files, the thousands of cutting files that are on their website, and you can sell whatever you make. I mean, I know so many people that have said that this has completely changed the way that they craft. Kim's in Shropshire. Hello, Kim. Hi, Wendy in Kent. It's the go anywhere cutting embossing machine. Okay, should we get that price in? For the latest machine from Cricut, with the backup of that fantastic global company that is Cricut, $189.99. Not only is this one of the latest machines from Cricut, it's also one of the most affordable as well. So this is a standalone cutting machine. This could be where you enter the cutting machine market. It could be that you love your Maker 3 or whatever Cricut machine you've got, the big one that you have on your craft desk at home, but you'd love to have the portability to be able to have a machine that you can take literally anywhere where you've got power, because basically this talks to your app or to your the website via Bluetooth. So you can use your tablets, you can use your mobile phones, you can be designing maybe on the train, on the Canvas software, and then when you get home, connect it with Bluetooth to your machine, and it will then cut out what you've designed on the bus or what you've designed on the train or on the plane. It's an ingenious system. It really, really is. And you're not restricted by how big a memory it's got, because it doesn't need a memory. It uses the software, the worldwide popular software that Cricut have got for you. And you can join that right now. Cricut, you go to design.cricut.com. That's the website. There is an app as well, which they'll tell you all about, which you can use on your phone and your tablet as well. But all in all, it's a great way to totally transform your crafting, to totally take it to the next level of professionalism. I mean, that, for example, if you bought just a plain glass, just a plain glass drinking mug or whatever it is, that it would be probably £1 in the supermarket. But then suddenly to have it personalized like this with someone's name, or we just put made to teach on here, I mean, that then takes it to the next level. That then makes it maybe a $3.99 mug rather than a £1 mug. And how cool is this? And this is it in action. It could be drawing. You get 3 pens with it as well to get you started. There are numerous accessories, and we are going to be the stockist for everything cricket in this year. In the next week or two, all of what cricket produces, all their extra additional items that they have, new cutting blades, new pens, all that sort of thing, we're going to be your one-stop shop for everything cricket for 2023 going forward. But look at this. It's amazing actually how big a 4-inch mouth is. Even though it's a very portable machine, it still can do an awful lot. It can draw. It can then cut out what it's drawn. There we are, look. And it's just fascinating to watch. And there it is, cut to perfection, that gemstone look on vinyl. It's then been put onto a mug. The vinyl is self-adhesive. The vinyl is called smart vinyl, so you don't even need a mat. And if you can see here, using the app, do you see all those illustrations and all those images that are there? You can buy long rolls of vinyl. You can do kind of banners with this as well if you wanted to. And you can, of course, do your own designs as well. Put your own designs. You can edit designs that are on the website and make it personal to you. Personalize it with a very unusually spelt Christian name, maybe. Think about that. And it's on split pay. First split payment today is $63.33. The way it works is you give us the $63.33 today, we send out the machine straight away, okay? You will get it in the next few days. Plus, you pay your P&P of $3.95. Unless you've already bought something today, you don't need to worry about that. And then automatically, in 4 weeks' time, the next $63.33 comes off your card. And then the final payment comes off your card, debit or credit card, whichever you use, in 8 weeks' time. Okay, you don't need to remember to pay it. It automatically comes off the card that you choose to use today. But you're going to get all of these accessories that Cricket have put together for us included. And I know what we tend to find is it's busy in the hour, it's busy in the show, but it gets even busier after we move on to our next show because people watch the demonstrations, people watch the presentation of the item and think about it. They look at their bank account and they think, oh, I can afford $63.33, I'm going to go for it. It really will turn your crafting on its head in a good way because now all of what you do can be personalized. That could be stuck on a card, that happy birthday, or it could be stuck on a glass, it could be stuck on in a frame. You can make it bigger, you can make it smaller. And basically, the Canvas workspace is an area that you can adapt. You take an image that you like the look of, whether it's a free one that's on the website or whether it's one that you've paid for. You can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, you can edit it. This little bumblebee, that's a cutting file on there as well. So we've done them larger and we've done them slightly smaller. How cool is that? And then we personalise these champagne flutes for parties. I mean, how often have you picked up someone else's glass by mistake? You can actually put their big letter for their Christian name on there, and then, of course, do their name slightly smaller and thinner underneath it. You know, sky's the limit. And there's no waste with the Cricut machine either, because you're designing it on the website or on the app, and until you're happy with the size of it, the shape of it, the way it looks, you don't cut anything out. So you're not going to make any mistakes. And remember, the smart vinyl doesn't even require a mat. It's all self-contained. You just feed it into the machine. It will cut that vinyl for you perfectly. And you tell the machine what it is you're cutting, whether it's cardstock, whether it's smart vinyl, whatever it might be. And you don't have to worry about kind of tricky adjustments, depth, pressure, all that sort of thing. The machine does it for you because you say what you're cutting on the software. It's ingenious. It really, really is. Kim has got it in her basket. Anyone else coming in for this morning? Very, very popular over the festive season. I know loads of you ordered this just before Christmas and maybe opened it on Christmas Day and maybe you've started cutting already. And you know, you can start designing right now. If you put this in your basket and check out, you can spend the rest of the day or the rest of the evening this evening or whatever time you've got today to be designing what you want your Cricut to cut out. Download the app straight away. Go to the website, design.cricut.com, and then all of the information and all the images that you've got access to will be there. A lot of them are free. Some of them you're asked to pay a small amount for, and you've got them for life. But equally, if you subscribe to them on a regular basis, that's what our Julie does. She pays £7.50 a month to Cricut, and she's got access to thousands, all the images that are constantly being updated and added to. You've got uninterrupted access to all those cutting files, which you can, of course, cut out or draw, whatever you want to do, and it's only cost you $63.33, the first split payment of $3 today. If you've been seeing cutting machines over the years, you know, many of them are in the £400–500 bracket, and they're worth every penny of that, but they aren't necessarily portable. This is a go anywhere machine, but it's got a really good width of mouth, 4.5 inches across. So, you know, that's a big width, and there's no restriction on the length. If you've got long vinyl and you want to make a long banner with people's names or whatever, or maybe your business name, you know, you can make your own cutting files as well, design your own cutting files by using the Canvas Workspace software, which is there for you free of charge, and you can go and have a little look at it right now. Kim's in Shropshire, brand new crafter as well, coming through as well on the website right now for this. $189.99. We don't have many of these left. And by the way, if you are interested in the Maker 3, the bigger one, we have got stock of that as well, but not many of those left either. That's on our website too, and that's on a maximum of 5 split pays. We're majoring on the portable one. That's the one that is the most affordable way of getting into cutting. That is by far the most cost-effective way. And then if you wanted to add a larger machine later on down the line, you can do that, of course, as well, but you've always got the portable one that you can take to events and that sort of thing. Now, we've got a question come through from Anita. Are all the images you buy stored in the machine? Now, the answer to that is not in the machine. The machine doesn't have a memory. It's all on your account. You'll have your Cricut account, which is unique to you. So if you design an image using the cutting files that are on the website, Anita, that image that you've designed will then be stored permanently in your account. So you've got access to use that again and again and again, okay? Now, it's entirely up to you whether you only use the free cutting files that are on there and you never pay another penny, or whether you just buy the odd one now and again that takes your fancy, or if you want to have unlimited access to all of the cutting files, it's a subscription, £7.50 a month, or you can pay a year up front. It's entirely up to you. But I mean, to start off with, just use the free cutting files, get used to your machine, and then you'll, I'm sure, be absolutely over the moon with it and so impressed with it. But then think, okay, how many cutting files am I going to need? How much am I going to be using this? Will the subscription make sense? Now remember, if you do want the large Maker 3, that is available on the website right now for you as well. That's got maximum 5 split pays, and that's available too. Have we got the details and the item number for that? Okay, we'll put that up on the screen for you, and then we'll do the winner of that £25 credit in a second as well. We'll do the winner of that for you too. If you want the Maker 3, which is of course a much bigger machine, that is $489.99, MF7170, and it's on maximum split pay, 5 split pays, okay? And that's going to come with the smart vinyl in aqua, mint, pink and purple, a weeding tool, and the vinyl transfer tape as well is in there too. So that is your bundle if you want the all singing or dancing. That can potentially cut up to 300 different types of material. The Joy can cut up to about 30 different types of material in thicknesses and that sort of thing as well. But to be fair, you know, you pay your money and takes your choice. If you want the big all singing or dancing one, there it is, $489.99, and that's on 5 split payments of $97.99, and that's the most split pay we can offer. Can't do any more than that. MF7170. And if you want the Joy, we've got that available, and that to me is a perfect way in. I mean, that's a big chunk of money. Obviously, it's the top of the range machine. But if you're thinking, well, I want to try and see if I get on with cutting or not, cutting machines, the Joy is a great starting point, and it's not going to be superseded because you've got the portability of that one. So if you want to invest in the Maker 3 down the line in maybe 3-4 months' time, fine. That's the one that you'll use maybe in your craft room every single day, but then the Joy is there for when you want to go to fairs and occasions, different people's houses. You can take it on the move if you want to as well, but it's a great place to start. $489.99 for the Maker 3. That's MF7170, MF7170, and that's on 5 split pays. The Joy, though, if you want that, remember that's just under £200, and that's on 3 split payments. Now, I mentioned earlier on, the lovely Debbi Moore is here with me. We've got the HobbyMaker Highlight coming up in the next hour at 7 o'clock, and Debbie's here right the way through the day as well. We've got some really amazing deals on USBs. We've got a fantastic magazine at a massively reduced price. There's lots and lots and lots to enjoy with Debbie coming up between 7 and 8. But let me remind you of the anagram that we set you earlier on in the show. Now, basically, there are 2 words with jumbled up letters. If you unjumble those letters, you can make, of course, a very well-known tool in the craft room. So £25 is going to go to someone on the HobbyMaker account. Those of you that sent in your answers, thank you very much. Gentle trips. What could that be? If you rearrange those letters, what does it make that maybe you've got in your craft room? Here's the answer. Glitter pens. That's what we were looking for. Congratulations to all of you that got that right. Glitter pens is the answer. Who's the winner? Terry Bourne. Terry, congratulations. Terry, you will have a £25 credit on your account that you can spend with us. Hopefully later today it should be there for you. Okay, fantastic. All right, so Debbie's on the way. Enjoy your joy. Enjoy the rest of the day here at HobbyMaker. Debbie and myself will be with you for a short break. Don't go away. HobbyMaker are live from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. every day on Sky Channel 670, Freesat Channel 807 and Freeview Channel 73. You can also watch on YouTube via some smart TVs, your computer and phone.
It's a new year, so that can only mean one thing.
It's time for those New Year resolutions.
And it's the perfect time to start a new hobby.
Jewellery Maker, Sewing Street and HobbyMaker are here whether you're starting something new or advancing your skills on a current hobby.
With all the tools you need to start, as well as expert demonstrations from our great guests.
Are you starting a new hobby this January? Share your new makes with us by tagging Jewellery Maker, HobbyMaker or Sewing Street using the hashtag #NewYearNewHobby.
And watch us every day from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Jewellery Maker,
On HobbyMaker, 6 to 8 a.m. and 1 to 6 p.m.
and 8 a.m. till 1 p.m. on Sewing Street.
Are you having trouble finding the perfect gift? Then why not treat them to the new gift card from HobbyMaker at hobbymaker.co.uk. Simply scroll down to the bottom where it says gift cards, click and you'll be taken to the right place. Decide between posting the card or delivery by email and then decide how much you want to add. You choose the value. So what do you get the crafter that's got everything? Why not treat yourself or them to the HobbyMaker gift card?
If you want to search our website for your favourite brands, simply go to hobbymaker.co.uk, click on brands, and you'll find all your favourite items all in one place. Shopping made simple with HobbyMaker. Here at HobbyMaker, we love seeing what you've been making, and it's our job to keep you inspired. So how does a £100 credit to your HobbyMaker account sound? Every month, we're going to be giving away a £100 credit to one lucky HobbyMaker's account. And all you have to do to enter is simply send a photo of your crafty makes to studio@hobbymaker.co.uk. We will be picking one winner each month at random and will announce the lucky winner on air in the 5 p.m. show on the last Saturday of every month. So what are you waiting for? Get crafting, get motivated and get inspired with HobbyMaker.
Here at HobbyMaker, we want your shopping experience to be as simple as possible. That's why you can buy as many items as you like all day and only pay one postage and packaging fee. It doesn't matter what weight, size or quantity of your order or how many times you check out that day, you still will only be charged one P&P. Shopping made simple with HobbyMaker.
If you've recently missed your favourite show on HobbyMaker, it's really easy to catch up on our website. Simply visit hobbymaker.co.uk and click TV Guide. Here you'll be able to choose any show broadcast in the last 7 days, which you can watch, pause and rewind at your convenience. And to make shopping even easier, any items featured in the show will appear underneath. With HobbyMaker's catch-up, there's never a reason to miss out, no matter what time of day.
When you purchase anything on HobbyMaker, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee, meaning that you can shop with confidence. Happy shopping with HobbyMaker.
Yes, the HobbyMaker Highlight is in this show. It's coming up very, very soon. Do not move anywhere. Look who's here. Happy New Year, my love.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I'm very excited to be here.
Great to see you.
I think this is the first show of the new year.
It is. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, Debbie's with us all day long today, which is really, really good. Great for, of course, the 7 a.m. show, but she's also going to be here at 1, 3 and 5 this afternoon. Some amazing deals, as you always expect with Debbi Moore. You've definitely got a New Year spring in your step and some amazing deals. Let's have a little look at this incredible magazine to start off with. When you see where this price is going to go, you're going to be absolutely beside yourself. You've got £40 worth of extra goodies included with this magazine, and when you see the price, we have literally a handful of these remaining, and when they've sold out, that is it. They will not be coming back at all, because you don't just get the magazine full of inspiration. You've got all of these extra papers inside the magazine. There are loads of them, 40 of them, and they just basically pull out of the magazine. You've got your dies as well in there, and you've also got a digital card collection in the magazine that you can download absolutely for free. All of that is worth 40 quid. Okay, look at all those sheets that have got toppers on them. You've got your images that can be cut out with your dies. If you've got your nesting dies, you've got your sentiments here. And the whole theme of this is bringing inspiration to you, basically, for the new year. It's all positivity. It's packed full of content, packed full of fantastic Debbi Moore inspiration and ideas. And we're going to give you a price on this that you're not going to want to miss out on. Put it in your basket and check out, even before you see the price, because everybody pays the final low price here.
It is a really silly price, but you're going to love it.
Yes.
And you're right, it's full of positivity, it's inspiration, it's got a watercolour feel, it's our Butterfly Whispers collection. Now, the whole collection is just, it makes you smile.
Yep.
Because you've got those pretty colours and you've got from the watercolour feels, and it's great with regard to celebrations as well, because the full collection, you said card collection, but actually it's a full digital collection. There's over 1,000 printable elements for you to enjoy. So just alone that item is $14.99 normally, and then you get more, because I always like to give you more.
Absolutely.
So with this, you know, you get inspiration. So if you know somebody's gotten up for crafting, or you're wanting your crafting mojo back, this is one little craft kit that you're going to enjoy. And
the magazine, remember, has got the code that you need to go to Debbi Moore's website to actually print off that complete collection that Debbie was talking about, and that's worth $14.99. That's in here. I'm obviously not going to show you that on TV, but when you get your magazine, that will be in there for you to print off again and again and again, as many times as you like, without any restrictions whatsoever. But physically, as well as that digital download, you've got your die set. You've got 40 of the printed papers in the middle of this magazine as well. Now, if you want this, MH6178. It's not just full of these papers. You've got loads of inspiration in there, of course, as well. But all of this at an incredible reduced price. When you consider that that digital collection in the magazine, where the code is worth $14.99. What would you pay for those dies? What would you pay for 40 top quality printed papers? That clock, when it gets to zero, is going to trigger the price. We have a limited quantity. We have 50 of these, and that is it. When it sells out, it won't be in our shows this afternoon if it goes this morning, which it's bound to, when you see how low this is going to go. And Debbie, you've got so many fans out there that love everything you do.
I mean, I love these magazines. Now, these magazines take us quite a few months to put together. Yeah. And we've been doing magazines now for 11 years.
Wow.
And so this is issue 52. We are actually bringing out, I think we had one last week, okay, but this is, I found this, I thought, do you know what? This show's all about life quotes.
It doesn't matter what issue it is, because each one is a self-contained project explosion, basically. You've got all the inspiration in there. You know, these aren't really kind of specific to certain months or anything like that. It's just full of inspiration and ideas. In 5 seconds, we're going to load that price. You're all coming in for this right now. When you bear in mind the digital collection in there is worth $14.99, £7.99. Christine, I bet you're chuffed to bits. Jane, Shirley, hello to Lois, hello to Julie, Irene, Christine, Sandra in County Tyrone. You're all coming in for this. What would you pay for all those printed papers? They've got to be worth at least, what, £15? I would have thought 40 of them. And it's not just background papers, it's toppers and sentiments.
And don't forget, you've also got dual-sided, because I haven't showed you the other side.
All right.
So you actually get 20 pull-out papers, but 40 designs.
40
and they're
designs.
all different, no duplicates, because I just couldn't decide. So I gave you everything. So you're going to get those, but then you're going to get this die set. Now, in the magazine, I give you some ideas on how to create it. So you can actually do a birthday cake, a wedding cake. You've got the bunting, you've got the balloons. So it's one that you're going to use again and again. And then you get that milestones and celebrations. digital collection for him and her. So you've got really gorgeous, at your fingertips, designs ready. And also you get the inspiration.
Well, judging by how many of you are putting this in your basket and checking it out right now, it's nice to start the new year with a bargain, and that's what this definitely is. And if you love Debbi's designs, which I know most of you watching do, you are going to be in your element. You really are. And you've got sentiments for every type of occasion, whether it's masculine or feminine, whether it's old or young, whether it's a celebration, an anniversary, a birthday. You're going to find the appropriate verse that's just right for you in there. There's so much for so little. For half the price of what you should be paying for the digital collection in the magazine, you're getting the magazine, you're getting that digital collection, you're getting those fantastic printed papers, double-sided, and the die collection as well. Half gone. Over half gone. Now, if you want a couple of these, maybe one for yourself, one for a friend, feel free. We're not limiting it to one per customer, but literally, when they've gone, they've gone. They're not going to be here this afternoon in the 1 o'clock show. It pays to get up early, set your alarm, make us your destination for breakfast TV in the morning, Monday to Friday, because deals like this often just get snapped up and don't appear again, and that's what's going to happen with this. MH6178, it's all about the sentiments on it.
It is. I mean, when we go through the other products, you'll know it's all about inspirational quotes, you know, that feel good, thinking about you, and this is what you're going to get. So this is our Butterfly Whispers collection that gives you that feel of watercolour throughout. And when you look at the papers, they're printed on 150 GSM to give you that wow factor. So I love having that quality in there, and they're the papers in the inside.
So you get page after page of inspiration anyway. Great for card layouts and composition, that sort of thing. And then when you get into the middle of the magazine, that's where you can see all of these beautiful printed papers and sentiments and toppers, easily cuttable. And they're in the middle of the magazine, which is very, very easy to remove. And then you've got, of course, the sheet that features the digital collection that you've got access to. Provided you've got a computer, you put in the code that's in this magazine. I'm not going to show it to you now, obviously, but certainly when you open up the magazine, you'll see that code, and that gives you access to that digital collection absolutely time and time and time again. Nikki has got in touch with us this morning here at HobbyMaker. Hello, Nikki. She says, hello, HobbyMaker. What a wonderful magazine. Just ordered mine. Thank you from Nikki. Lovely to hear that you're there.
Nikki.
It's on its way, Nikki. Thank you ever so much. And remember, if you order anything else later in the day, you've already paid your P&P of $3.95. And thanks for getting your messages as well. We love getting your messages in. Easy to do it, free to do it on our website, hobbymaker.co.uk. Okay, I'll let you know when that sells out. It's bound to. We've got the HobbyMaker Highlight, though. Isn't this? It's what's coming up next. So we'll go over there in a second and show you the USB that is the HobbyMaker Highlight. But if you want the last few remaining of this magazine, please put it in your basket and check out. Lots of you going for multiples. If everyone checks out, we've got 10 left.
Wow.
That's all, and it will not be in the show at 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock or 5 o'clock. That's all. We can't magic any more stock up of this. This is it. When it's gone, it's gone. We'll be moving on, okay? All right, so let's show you then the HobbyMaker Highlight. There's the magazine. The HobbyMaker Highlight is a double USB. Now, I think most of us nowadays, probably maybe 10, 15 years ago, maybe people with computers were a little bit kind of, maybe wary of technology and not quite sure how things work, but I think things have changed an awful lot over the years. And most of us who have a computer are open to USBs because the USB can store so much information, can store so many images, so much artwork. And think of it, rather than having masses of collections all stacked up in a craft room, high as you like, getting dusty, getting torn, getting ripped or whatever, all the artwork on this USB stays on there, never goes anywhere, and you can print off what you need as and when you want it again and again and again. Now there's actually two collections, two complete collections on this USB. We've got the Life Quotes. The Life Quotes Springtime Compendium includes Life Quotes and New Beginnings. Those two collections are on this one USB, and there's over how many thousands of?
This one is, let me just remember, it's 2,400 printable elements.
Wow.
And that's if it's set at the size that it's already. But obviously, by having a digital option, you can change the sizes.
Okay.
And we'll talk through that. And the beauty about it, it's set up as PDFs and JPEGs. So if you're brand new to using USB keys, what you can do is, oops, I've just dropped everything. Do you know what? I already started in the morning. Upside down.
Upside down, back to front. There we are.
So what was I saying? So basically, if you are beginners, but you have a computer in your household, go for it. And it works, as I said, on PC, Mac and Linux, even in new Windows 11. And once you get used to using digital, you won't look back because Everything's at your fingertips, and you can create cards like this. And this is all about my life quote range. Now, I've been bringing out life quote ranges, oh my goodness, for the last 10 years, and they're all about inspirational quotes. Now, the one that we have, this double one, is springtime. Beautiful colours, beautiful quotes, and then we have new beginnings. You know, new year, new ideas, and we have some fabulous cards with it.
It's perfect timing for this time of the year. We're thinking of spring. That's the next major season that's on our crafting radar. But also, of course, new year, new beginnings. Perfect. So it's everything about inspiration. Look at these cards.
So you have got new beginnings on there. You've even got some religious quotes in there as well. I love the variety of colour palettes on there. And it's not just quotes. You've got backing papers. You can actually, when you actually look at it, you'll find that some of them have got boxes. You know, there's so much fun with here. And with having over 2,400 printable elements, now this is a physical USB key because we also have it as a digital.
We do. Okay, so now if you want the USB, okay, the little dongle there, that's where all the artwork is. It's $35.98. That's not the price though. That is where we start. That's what it's worth. 2 complete collections, over a couple of thousand printable elements on there. $35.98 should be the price for the USB. We will give you the details of the digital option, which is basically an email that will give you access to all that artwork. We'll do that in a second. Now, we put the clock on the screen. That's going to go the same way as it did with the magazine a few minutes ago. The price will drop when the clock gets to 0. If you want it in your basket and you want to check out now so that you don't miss out later, now's the time to do it. ZT6118 is the item number. That's the product code. ZT6118. And it's just so lovely to know that you've always got access to that artwork. You can always print it off. You can print the same topper off 300 times if you want to. There's no restriction whatsoever. When you've got that artwork on that USB, it's yours. And you can sell what you make with all the artwork.
Definitely. I mean, our angel policy is literally make as many as you want, okay? We've even got some tissue and glossy paper, so you can actually print on different mediums, and then you can create giftware as well as the bags, the boxes. Then you can do matching, as I said, put on candles, such a variety.
In less than 10 seconds, that price is going to drop. This is your official HobbyMaker highlight for my first day back from the break. Where's it going to go? Where's Alex going to take it? Under £20 for 2 complete collections. 2,400 printable elements on that USB, $19.99 ZT6118. We're going to give you a guided tour around what's on the USB in a second or so. Can we just quickly give the details of the digital option? If you don't necessarily want a USB, but you'd rather just have access to it through the internet, basically what will happen is if you order this that's coming up on the screen now, the next item number, you will get an email from Debbi Moore and her team tomorrow. You'll be charged P&P today because that's the way our system is set up, but it will be a free P&P basis, so you'll get that $3.95 refunded tomorrow if you're paying it. Now, this isn't the final price on the digital download, so it's JL6170. It's got exactly the same content as the dongle, as the USB, but it will be basically an email that will be sent to you with the connection details, and you'll still have access to the same artwork, exactly the same, but digitally on your computer rather than a USB. So let's get that price down. If that appeals to you, having the email, you'll get that tomorrow from the team at Debbi Moore, and you'll get your P&P refunded. It will be charged today, because that's the way the system's set up, but it will be refunded tomorrow, okay? $9.99 for 2,400 printable elements. You won't get the USB, you'll get the email in your inbox tomorrow. JL6170, but you get exactly the same artwork.
I know.
Unbelievable.
I know. And the thing about it is, like you said, you will get it via an email, but you don't need to be connected to the internet to run it.
Right.
So you will get an email with the link, and then you download it onto your computer, whether it's PC, Mac, and we have a helpline if any get stuck. And that's the flexibility of my USB keys and my digital downloads. You are going to have so many different inspirational quotes. You've got religious quotes, you've got inspiring quotes, or just thinking about you, but it's not just that. We're going to have a look at all the papers that you're going to get everything on here.
Okay, so the 2 options, we didn't want you to kind of buy one, then realise a bit later down the line that you could have got the digital one at less money, so we wanted to give you both options straight away. JL6170 is the digital option where you'll basically get an email tomorrow with the link. If you want the USB, the physical dongle, then that, of course, is the other item number, but we're going to give you a guided tour right now of the sort of artwork that's on these 2 collections for you. Now, what we've done done is we plugged the dongle into our system next door where Alex, our producer, is. And Debbie, if you could talk us through this.
So basically, you will get a front one that introduces it, you click into it. So now you've got to choose which one you want to go into. So for example, let's go into the new beginning ones. So you click on that and it'll come up. So this is the new beginning quotes. If you go into, let's have a look at the papers. Now the papers are a great staple. Look at those designs. Now you keep on going down to page 2 at the bottom, so you can see all the variety. Keep going, so you can see how many just papers you have actually got on this one collection. Now if you choose any of those, so for example just choose one, this is how the system works. You bring it up and you go to the top right hand side, you'll see a little bit of a printer icon. There you go, you click on that and you click on print, and that's how easy it is to use. But we're going to click on cancel, but then to close this down you have to click on the X on the top, there you go, where it says paper, and then we'll go, for example, let's just jump straight into the toppers. So you scroll down, there you go. So you've got blank toppers, but we're going to go in with the text. The reason why we're giving you blank, and that way you can actually stamp into it if you want to. So you then decide the size. If we go into A6, for example, click on A6, choose one, whichever one you want, up will come up your quote. So you have got beautiful quotes, you've got inspirational ones. This is all about new beginnings. You'll also have religious ones. I love that one. The smile, happiness, oh, scroll down. Smile, happiness looks gorgeous on you. They're all beautiful, okay? Now then, this is how the system goes. So we close this down, okay, by clicking on the X at the top there. Yep. And then what I want to do is I want to just go down to the project section. So you click on the projects. If you want some inspirational quotes on there, some ideas for some quote cards, you can click on there. But then if we go back over to sentiment tabs, you have so many different ones. So these are great for your staple as well. So if you click on any of those, what will happen is these tabs, we need them all the time. And we've done them for the American market as well as the UK market. And then you've also got them in different themes along all of them. And the idea behind it is if you're looking for something that says just sister in a different colorway, you've got that. Now, if we could just jump over to the top of where it says live quotes. So we're going to go back to, if you go click on that one. Yep, click on that tab. Oh, no, at the top, we're going to go, yes. Oh, wrong one. The first one, sorry. That one. So we're going to now go into the springtime collection. Okay. So this is a little bit different because we're giving you more. As you can see, look what you're going to get. You've got bags and boxes. We start with the papers because the papers gives you an idea of the themes that you've got on there. Look at the vibrancy for the springtime. Now, these become a basic. Okay, so you can use it with your crafty stash. You know, you had hunky-dory toppers on earlier. You can use those with those. Now, with here, if you click in, for example, design sheets, these are the first one. There you go. Just click on any. That will do. And the design sheets, there's an idea. We've got vibrancy colours on there, ready for springtime. But if we go back and click on to another one, so we close that tab down, go to the next page. And then you can see, there you go, and then click on, say, a pink one or a purple one, any of those. You can see that you've got the same layouts and you've got different colour options all the time. Don't be pushed by your problems, be led by your dreams. Yes, so you've got inspirational quotes. So these are already done. Now, you can actually fussy cut them out yourself, or if you've got any nesting dies, they work with those as well. Now, if you close this down, okay, and then if you then go into the toppers, so go into tags and toppers, there you go. You've got so much more on here. So this is a new layout, so you choose any of those. So you've got ones that in different color options. I'm going to be actually using this one. But how good's that one? Something beautiful is on the horizon. Each day provides its own gifts. So you can see that they're heartfelt and really inspiring. Absolutely. And remember, you've got two options. If you go for the option that's on the screen, you're going to get the USB, physical USB, which is just here, labeled with Debbi Moore Design, so you know exactly what's on it. And that artwork, all of that, and in total 2,400 printable elements will be on that dongle for you to use again and again and again. They don't disappear when you print them off. They're there for life. But if you'd rather have the digital version, in other words, not the dongle, but you'd rather have basically an email from Debbi Moore Designs tomorrow with the link to actually get all the artwork, which you then put and store on your computer,
exactly the same content. The digital version is only £9.99. You get exactly the same. There's no difference. It's just whether you want to have the physical USB or whether you just want to have the connection, and then all the artwork can be downloaded into your PC. JL6170 is the digital element. Remember, you will be charged £3.95 postage today, but it will be refunded tomorrow. Our system can't be set up any other way. So you'll get that £3.95 back. So it's only going to cost you £9.99 for all that artwork. And there's no limit on how many things you can print off, or indeed what you make and sell with it. There's no limit either. JL6170, perfect timing for this time of the year.
It is. Now, if you were sat at home thinking, I don't do digital yet, we do have what I call cards made easy. So if you want to get into crafting, you're going to love this kit. So this is, we have two, we have this one, which is the live quotes one. And as you can see, you're going to get those vibrancies for the springtime. You are going to get 20 toppers,
yep,
and you're going to get 20 cards and envelopes. And the idea behind it is you get your card base and you fold it, because you've got the envelopes, and then you stick whichever one you want. Oops, I've got it upside down. So you can see how heartfelt they are, and you can just stick them on. So if you are brand new to paper crafting, or you have a friend, you can see you get 10 designs, 2 of each. Now you just need to add some glitter, or I think you next to got some print magic that we've added on the butterflies there, just to give it a little bit different.
Now, these are only £14.99, so there's something for everyone. There's the digital, there's the USB, and now we've actually got them all printed for you on gorgeous quality cardstock. You get 20 card blanks, 20 envelopes, and 20 of these floral toppers, 10 designs, 2 of each. Now, that is not the final price. I couldn't remember whether we're taking this price down or not, but £14.99 is a bizarre price anyway. We're going to take it even lower. 2 of each of these, so if you wanted to cut out some of the flowers and decoupage them, you can do that as well. £8.99 for 20 instant cards.
Well, I have something else to tell you, which I forgot to tell you earlier.
Go on.
It comes with a forever code.
Oh, wow. So this artwork, you can print off again and again and again.
Exactly. So you are going to be able to make these beautiful cards again and again. I mean, I just think it gives you that wow factor.
Oh, absolutely.
And, you know, once you get the idea, I mean, all you need is some adhesive and you've got these 20 cards straight away.
I mean, you could even use these as postcards. You could actually put a stamp on the back and write them like a notelet. You can do that as well. So how you use the card blanks, the envelopes and these toppers is entirely up to you. But you're going to get 20 of them, 10 designs, 2 of each, and the forever code as well. So you can print this artwork onto tissue paper. You can make your own designer candles now through the tissue paper with this artwork. What you print it onto is entirely up to you.
Exactly, and this is what we've done. So with Debbi Moore Designs, any printed kit will always come with a forever code now. So that means you'll never run out. As a crafter first and a designer, I get excited about that. So you can create that card. So that gives you a little taster. If you don't want to do the digital crafting yet, you've got these card kits.
I think that is the most generous thing that any business can do, is to basically ask you to buy a kit and then say, well, now you've bought it, you need never have to buy it again. Most businesses rely on kits running out, you having to buy another one. Debbi gives it to you for life. You can have that artwork again and again and again once you've bought that original kit. So £8.99 for that with the forever code. And we've also got another version, another theme, yeah?
Yes, so we have, everybody knows I love pink. So we have Pretty in Pink collection, exactly the same, but it is, the colour palette is just prints. It's just pinks. And you've got that hint of green. So really inspirational quotes, and you're going to get 20 cards and envelopes, and you're going to get 10 different quotes, 2 of each. And it is gorgeous, really. You're going to get that lovely colour palette. Whoops, the wrong way around.
Now, is this going to go the same way, price-wise? This is going to go to £9.99. Again, you're going to get 20, and this is card, it's not paper, 20 card blanks, 20 envelopes, 10 designs, 2 of each, and the forever code as well, £9.99. LI6137. LI6137 gets you that today. Go for both of them. You only pay P&P once, remember, every day. It's £3.95 no matter how many things you've bought. So if you bought something in the 6 o'clock show this morning, you're buying something in this show this morning, you pay one P&P at £3.95. Okay, and that's got a forever code as well, hasn't it?
Yes, I've just realised the time. Sorry, I just thought I should be over here doing a demonstration.
Okie dokie. Let's do a demo, shall we?
So I thought we'll start off with springtime. So what I've done is we have a printed kit on today's show. So I printed off from the USB key. So whether you're going for the digital or you're going for the double USB key itself. Look at this paper. Now, it's printed on my coated paper because you're going to get 25 glossy paper in that kit with that tissue, and it gives you that lovely shine, and that's being printed directly. And also in the show, we have some craft card. So I'm going for a vintage feel, and you think, well, how can you go for vintage when the colours are so vibrant? The top tip is to give a little hint of the brown throughout. So all I'm doing is, this is going to go on here. So I've got a top tip when it comes to actually getting the right size without measuring, everybody. So all I need is to get my paper trimmer, which is over there.
You don't measure, do you? You're not a measurer.
I never measure, unless I have to. So here you go. So what I want to do is, as I said, I want to leave a little bit of detail. Turn your paper over if it's a little bit busy, and just simply mark it where you want to put it. So I'm just putting 2 marks along that. And then where we go, line that up to that. And let's just put this to one side.
Just checking, actually, have we got any of the magazines left, Alex, or are they all gone now? There are 11 magazines in stock if you want to grab it. 11 left that are in baskets but haven't checked out yet. So if you could check out, that confirms your purchase. Good luck.
So what I'm doing is, now I've got a little bit of an edge on there, and I've got this one. This is an inspirational quote, a religious one. It says, "A good friend is a blessing from God." And by having everything already done on your USB key, you can see that everything colour matches. And the next thing is to put it together. Now I want to do some print magic. So what I've got is, I have got some, on the show we've got Print Magic and Glossy Magic with a Versamark pen.
Yes.
Now, a Versamark pen is a double dual-ended embossing ink. So all you need to do is decide where you want to put the Print Magic or the Glossy Magic. Now, on this show, I'm going to do the Print Magic. In the next show, what I'm going to do is do the Glossy Magic, so you know the difference. So all I'm going to do is, I'm simply going to just go around the area that I want. And by having, I'm using this one, so I've got, you can see that I'm going over some green and I'm going over some pink, just to show you the difference in the colour. Then I'll do some sunflowers. So you can see that the Print Magic will pick up different colourways. And
that pen is genius, because it's basically the clear embossing ink that you are used to in the pad, the Versamark pad, but in pen form. So you can do really detailed work.
It really is lovely. And then what I'm going to do, put the powder on. You don't use that much, everybody. You just then slide it off. But what you need to do is simply slide it off. Don't tap it, because it isn't a embossing powder. It's been designed to make sure that it sticks to it. And then you get your heat tool, hold it very still, and you hold it still until it twinkles at you. That's the only way I can describe it. So I can see now it's starting to twinkle at me, so that means it's setting, and then the colours just pop. There you go. So go around the area. So I did some over here as well. And that's it. So then, hopefully if it twinkles, can you see?
Oh yeah.
There you go. How cool's that? So that, when you feel it, it feels like glitter card. There you go. So it picks up the details. Can you imagine if you did it on a butterfly or anything like that?
And that one is your Print Magic. That's got the sparkle. The other one that you get in the bundle is the Glossy Magic, which we'll demonstrate this afternoon. And you get your Versamark pen as well. So that's on the website now for you.
So the way to describe the difference is, one is a glaze, and one, basically you're glitterifying. So one is glazing and glossing a certain area, and then the other one is Print Magic. So let's stick this together.
Okay, now we're coming in at the discounted price for the Glossy Magic and the Print Magic and the Versamark pen. $15.99 for all three things. There we go. RT6159 if you fancy that.
All right, so let's put some foam pads on. But I mean, the beauty by having everything at your fingertips with the USB key or the digital is you can create this card as many times as you want. And you know, when you use card kits, you run out. And what I've done with with the USB key, I've made sure you have enough elements so you actually can keep changing. You know, you can print this off again and again. If you want to add more elements, you've got that option. So I'm just doing it very quickly. And this afternoon, or the next show, I would say, I'm going to show you how easy it is to do a matching envelope to this card.
Okay. Because
you've got cards as inserts, and then you've even got matching envelopes. So that means you can actually do A5 envelopes as well as square ones and A6.
And remember, the show's today, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock. So if you're out and about later, you can't watch the 1 o'clock, record it. Or you can watch it back a bit later on through our website.
There we go. And I'm just going to, I've got a vintage bow that I've made. That's just going to stick on the side there. There we go. And there we go, everybody. A vintage card.
Gorgeous. So remember, whether you go for the USB that's got the physical hold in your hand properties, or whether you go for the digital download that will be emailed to you, the link will be emailed to you, the content is identical, there's no difference. You're going to get over 2,400 printable elements from both of those collections. And remember, that is springtime quotes, life quotes and new beginnings are the two collections you're going to get there. And as we showed you earlier on with Alex doing it in the gallery for you, they're so easy. The menu system that Debbie has devised, it's just so simple. You know what you want, whether it's a background paper, whether it's a topper, whether it's a card front, a mini bag, whatever it might be. It's all there for you in like a filing system. So simple. Click on what you want and then basically click on the colorway that you're after as well. Making your own bows and things like that. I mean, all of this artwork will never ever disappear. Whether you are having the digital download or whether you're buying the USB, the content is exactly the same. And there's no limit onto what you can make, and you can sell what you make either for personal profit or for charitable purposes as well. You've even got box ideas in there as well. I mean, there we are. Look, it's even been designed for you, and you've even got the score lines printed there, so you know where to score with your tool to make a box lid or a box base or whatever it might be. Both collections on the USB is $19.99. If you just want the artwork and you don't necessarily need the USB, then that's $9.99, and that will be emailed to you first thing in the morning tomorrow by Debbi Moore and her team. Okay, now we've got a question, I believe. Or we're going to bring the digital one up quickly for you. So if you just want the digital one, that will be emailed to you tomorrow. Remember, you will be charged the postage today, but you'll get it back as a refund tomorrow because this is coming without the P&P, okay? There's your digital one, $9.99 JL6170. Now, Wanda in Buckinghamshire. Hello, Wanda, morning. She says, how much memory does the digital use? When you're putting it onto your PC,
it doesn't use an awful lot of memory because it's all on the USB key, okay?
If you have the digital one that you put into your computer.
Yeah, so without actually looking into the USB key, I wouldn't know exactly on that, okay?
But it's not a lot.
It isn't a lot because they're what we call JPEGs on them PDF files, and the interface is in the program.
Right.
So we've written that way. I mean, I've probably got about 600 on my computer.
What collections?
Well, we've been going 13
Wow.
years.
So, yeah.
So, you know, there is an awful lot in there. However, that's not the biggest collections I've ever done.
It doesn't take up a massive amount of memory.
It doesn't take an awful lot up, okay. Actually, you take up more with videos.
Right.
Okay, it's not, there isn't, it's all digital.
If that is a concern for you, then go for the USB, because all the information is on the USB.
Exactly.
If you're not worried about the memory size on your PC or whatever, then digital one, go for it at $9.99. So you know how big your PC is and what sort of memory you've got on your PC, but yeah, for most modern day PCs, the actual downloadable one would be absolutely fine. So
no, exactly.
I wouldn't worry about that.
There isn't that much on there. But people I do know go for digital collections, and they buy like an external one and keep them all on if you're worried about. But if you are trying for the first time, you'll be surprised how little there actually is in there. I mean, you're getting so much on here, everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a whole variety of elements on there.
So that detail on the screen is for the one that will get emailed to you, which you put onto the memory of your computer, or you can use an external hard drive if you want to. That's a really good idea, actually. Keep all your collections on a separate hard drive. That's a good idea.
If you wanted to.
JL6170. If you want the USB, though, that's got all of that same artwork on the actual dongle itself, that is $19.99. We've got 8 magazines left, everybody. Remember, it's not yours until you check out your basket. So if you want that magazine with £40 worth of extra goodies, including the double-sided papers that are inside the magazine, the die collection, the celebration die collection with the balloon and the bunting there as well, and you've actually got a digital collection, details of which are in there, and the code is in there as well. That's worth $14.99. We've got literally a handful left now at £7.99. It's one of those must-have purchases, because when it's gone, it's gone. We're not going to be bringing this back in the future. Once it's gone, it's out of here. And it's non-specific. It's not, you know, for summer or spring or Christmas or Valentine's. It's across the board, bringing inspiration to you. £7.99. Item number is postcode. Item number is MH6178. Be quick if you want it, because the next few of you through will get the last remaining magazines with £40 worth of extra goodies.
Well, can I quickly do a card on this
please.
before it runs out, okay? So what I've done is I've taken one of the papers, I've gone for the purpley pinky one. I remember it's dual-sided, it's from the magazine, and I want it, it's one of the projects in the magazine, okay? So if I show you, here's the magazine. Now, this is the milestone collection and celebration collection that you did as a digital, but it's got loads of ideas, and this is the project that I want to do. And it really is that simple. So you get your papers, okay? Now, something like this, because what I want to do is cut it out, because on the page, I've got that bit already cut out. But everybody says to me, how do you cut this out if you don't actually have a die? Okay. So what you need to do is get a small pair of scissors, and because if I show you the page, I can't, here it is. So because you get this, can you see the page? And that, you don't need to keep this. So what I do is stab the middle, but don't panic. If you want to keep it, you can, but you've got it there, okay? So that's telling you that you can actually use it as it is, or simply then go around it. I'll use large scissors because I prefer, and then all I'm going to do is go like that. Of course, if you have a blade, a steady hand, you can use that. I mean, my nesting dies do work with it, so these are for circle nesting dies. And all you do is go around the edges like so. What I would do, okay, is back it onto card first if you want it a little bit more sturdy. But look how easy it is. Now, we've done it so you can actually cut it either around the outside. Now, the top tip is, if you have a larger pair of scissors, it makes it easier to cut. Okay. So I've then cut it round like so. And then what I've done is I've mounted it on some card there. But
if you have got nesting dies, you'll find one that fits.
Yes.
I'm sure, without any trouble at all.
But if you've got any of mine over the last few months, I've actually been bringing some nesting dies. And all you need to do, if the Debbi Moore matching nesting dies, they'll work with all my artwork. So then I'm putting that there. And look how easy. Another top tip is, on your foam pads, put adhesive, so it gives you wiggle room. There we go. So that's going to, actually before I do that, I'm going to put that way. Put this on here. Make sure that's centered. And then
this is using all the artwork that's with the magazine.
But look how easy it was to create that. And then what you can do is you can then add all these extra elements if you want to. Now, the beauty about them is I always give you more all the time. So all I'm going to do is, because I don't know what I've done with the tag, is just cut that out. But remember, because everything colour matches, you don't have to worry about it. The backing papers, this is just one sheet and one backing paper. You are getting 40 sheets in total, and you just need to, and this is one of the inspirational cards that are in to give you ideas. So once you've got the idea, you can actually duplicate it as many times as you want. Love it. There you go.
How beautiful is that? The next 4 of you to get the magazine, that will be then a complete sellout. It's £7.99 for £40 worth of extras that comes with that magazine, and all the other editorial. The next 3 of you in for this will be lucky. Yvonne in Merseyside's just got in, so congratulations, Yvonne. If you want yours, it's MH6178. You're going to get the dies, you're going to get all those double-sided papers, and you're also going to get the extra digital collection in the magazine that you can put onto your PC as well. MH6178. That's one of the bargains of the day, without a shadow of a doubt, but there's lots of other bargains to be had in this show. And coming up at 1, 3 and 5 this afternoon, Debbie will be here all afternoon with me. Oh, by the way, one thing Debbie did talk about, which we've not not shown you details of yet, which I know always proves really popular, is we've got a combination of glossy paper that Debbie was using for that first demonstration, and also the 20 sheets of tissue paper as well. Now you might think to yourself, well, why do I need tissue paper? If you want to decorate candles, this is the way to do it. And Debbie's done many, many demonstrations in the past with these. But you can print onto tissue paper all the artwork that Debbie's going to give you in the digital collections, in the USBs as well. You can print onto the glossy paper, you can print onto the tissue paper. £8.99. £8.99 gets you 25 sheets of the glossy paper and gets you, can I just confirm, you get 20 sheets of the tissue paper?
Yes.
You do.
Two
packs of 10.
2 packs of
Yep.
10, and if the size of the tissue paper, you'll be able to do 60 candles per pack minimum.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a lot.
Fantastic. Are we doing a candle demo later on today, or?
I haven't got a cap for that for today's show. I haven't got that, but I'm back at the back end of the month and I'll do that. But we did it in the last show.
Yeah, okay, fantastic. So if you want that, maybe you missed out last time, this does have a tendency of selling out. £8.99 gets you all of that, and that's RM6134. RM6134. Lots of you coming through for the Glossy Magic, and also the Print Magic and the VersaFine pen as well. Loads of you coming through for that. And remember, there are 3 more live shows today, 1, 3 and 5. All right, Debbie?
So what I want to do is we have another USB key on today's show called A Quote for Every Season.
Yes.
So with the other one that we just did was inspirational, and it was all about springtime and new beginnings. This next one, that is A Quote for Every Season, is all about the seasons. So this is great because it's got summer, it's got autumn,
Yep.
it's got winter on. And so if you're looking for quotes for a certain time of year, it is one to go with.
Now, there is 1,100 printable elements on that USB, remember. So this is what the price should be, £14.99. And again, there's no restriction whatsoever on what you print it onto, or indeed how many you print off, or indeed what you make and sell. There's absolutely no restrictions whatsoever. So for those of you that want to have all the artwork on a USB rather than on the memory of your PC, the USB VJ6134 is the one to go for. And this is multi-seasonal, all 4 seasons of the year covered by one USB. In less than 3/4 of a minute, that price is going to drop. It's already at a great price. So many avid viewers to HobbyMaker have got used to the way that the system works here. If you know you want something and you can see that there's a clock on the screen, you know it's going to go down from the price that's on the screen now. That's a brilliant price at £14.99. So where is it going to go? Even if you check out now, no one pays £14.99. Everybody will pay the final low price. And your email at midnight tonight will show you all your purchases and your capped postage of £3.95. 14 seconds, and we're going to drop this price. One more demo to come from Debbie on this USB. If you want it, now's your time to put it in your basket. Are you ready for this? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get that price right down now. Here we go. £7.99 for 1,100 printable elements that you can print off again and again and again. And if you buy a card kit and you've got one favourite topper in that card kit, you've got one favourite topper. Once you use it, it's gone. With this, if you've got a favourite topper and you want to print it out 500 times, batch make cards for good causes, that sort of thing, you can do that. There's no restriction.
I know, so that's the beauty about it. So we always give you the option of doing either going for the full one, the USB key, which is £14.99, I think it is, and then the digital option is £7.99.
So that detail is for, is that the digital one we put up there?
Yes, it is.
That's the digital one, okay, so that's not the USB. So the digital one is the email, okay, so that's what you'll get for £7.99.
So yes, so the quote for every season is the digital one at £7.99.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what we always do, the difference between the two.
Yeah.
And then the USB key with the physical one is £14.99. Normally that one is £19.99.
Okay, so the USB is £14.99. The digital email is £7.99. Okay, and remember that's the one that you'll get sent tomorrow. You'll get your P&P refunded as well if you pay £3.95 today, and you'll get that refunded tomorrow. So the USB is normally £19.99. There we go. We're going to drop that down to £14.99. So that's for those of you that want the physical USB. Otherwise, if you go for the other one that we showed you at £7.99, that is the email that you'll get tomorrow, and that gives you the link, and that's all the same artwork, but it can be stored on your PC or an external hard drive. It's entirely up to
So
you.
do we have time to quickly have a look at that? Because the colours are just amazing. Because I've got a summer one and it goes, so if you are going for the springtime and you want something different, as in you want almost like the next stage, the season ones are just so beautiful.
Okay, let's see if we can get that up on the screen for you.
But I
Have a
can
little
do
guided tour around
the
it.
quote for every season, the USB key or the digital, whichever one you're going to. But I suppose I can quickly do a card while we're waiting for that.
We haven't got the craft card.
No, but I'm
at the
going to do a
moment.
card.
Yeah,
I'm just
we'll
going
make
to
a
do the
card.
card on that, okay? So literally all I'm doing is lining this up, okay? And I'm making something called an easel and a half. Okay, so what I've done is I've just taken an A4 piece of card, and then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to turn it this way because I want it this colourway. And then we're going to fold this like so. And then we're going to just go like that. So that gives you the twisted option on there. And then this one, you literally, all you need to do, everybody, is you just need to cut a quarter, or there you go, or a third, whichever one a third. There we go. So we line that up like so. So just very quickly, I just want to show you how easy it is. Once you've got the USB key or the digital, you printed everything up. So we'll go over to the USB key very quickly.
Okay, so have a little look at it.
Look how much you're going to get on here. So you've got design sheets, papers, side seam cards, envelopes, inserts, embellishments, tags, toppers, mini bag, card fronts, pillar boxes, square boxes, projects. If you go into the design sheets, okay, very quickly, you can see that they're in seasons. So click on any, whichever one you want. So a lovely one here, nice and bright. So that's summer. So as you go through that, you've got toppers in there, you've got decoupage, you've got really vibrant colours for everybody.
And think about what you're going to print it onto. It could be printable fabric,
Yes.
it could be printable acetate if you want to, not just cardstock. And look at that, it's packed full of content, it really is. And that artwork is never ever going to disappear. It's always going to be there for you.
It is absolutely gorgeous. Now, if I go up to the top, okay, and click at the X and close that down. So if we then go, say, to the top right, you've got the spring one and click on that. So you can see the difference in the colour palettes.
Yeah.
So you still have florals, but you have a muted
More
colour
pastel.
palette. Yes, exactly. And look at that. Spring is nature's way of saying let's party. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool?
I love it.
So really inspirational quotes. Now we're going to come out of that and go into the backing papers. So if you go into the papers at the second tab down, yes, and if you click into there, you can see, look at the autumn papers. Keep on going. You can, we're not going to open these because we're running out of time. Then you've got like the summer, the pastel. If you keep on going, you can see the vibrancy with it. If I keep on going, you've got then the winter, and you just open them. So open any of those, you've got that showing you that you can use these with any of your crafty stash, really.
Absolutely, yeah. All about versatility. Many of you are going for both of the USBs today, actually, and lots of you are going for the digital option too. And just so there's no confusion, the digital option, remember, will come via email tomorrow from Debbie's team. And any P&P you pay today on that will be refunded tomorrow. So if you pay your $3.95 today, the system is set up that way here at the station. It doesn't count, obviously, if you bought something else physically, but if it's just that USB or just the digital that you buy, you'll get your $3.95 if that's your only order today. You'll get that refunded tomorrow.
So very quickly, because I know time's running out, so I have just stuck the paper. Okay, now I love this sentiment, you make me smile, how cool's that? So then what we have on there is we have just put that on here. You can literally put that on there. Now this is called an easel and a half, which means you need to put something to make it stand. And I've got these that say you're amazing or you are happy birthday. These are tabs from the collections.
Okay.
And very quickly, let's put that on there. And I will show you very quickly, put this on here. And it says, so grateful for you. And then this goes like so. Take this off. And look how quickly you can create a card when you printed everything off from the USB key. And then remember, it goes completely flat in an envelope, and I will be showing that. I think I'm on at 3. I've only got 3 shows, not 4 shows today.
1,
so
3,
I'm on,
and 5?
No.
Oh.
7, 3, and 5. Don't think I'm on at 1.
Oh.
Unless, if I am, fine. But
We'll double check. I may have misread it. We'll double check it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, remember, all of these deals that Debbie's done today are absolutely superb. The value for money is incredible, whether you go for the USBs or whether you go for the digital option. And if you want to go for the actual card kits themselves with the 20 toppers, 20 cards and 20 envelopes, they're ridiculously priced as well with the Forever Code as well. Now, we've got people asking about the MDF. You've seen that out the corner of your eye in the show. Well, I can tell you that we do have the MDF available for you. These wonderful inspirational verses. Let me just show you these for a second. So, you've got this one that says, life is only as good as you make it. And then the other one here.
Think happy, be happy.
Think happy, be happy. Now, you can use them as standalone ornaments, desk ornaments, that sort of thing. Or you can actually incorporate them into your mixed media projects. You can actually mount them onto plaques as well, if you wish to. And because it's a blank canvas, you can decorate it and cover it in all sorts of ways, with your paints, with your gilding waxes, all that sort of thing. Now, you're going to get both of them for $5.99, and they both come with stands as well. And if I hold it up with a background, it's easier to see then. There you go, look. Life is only as good as you make it. Think happy, be happy. Who would you send those to? Or indeed, if you wanted to make them and then decorate them and sell them, you can do that as well. But both of them, £3 each, basically.
Yes, they're beautiful. They're so easy, and it's great for inspirational. If you send something to somebody who's just needs a little bit of inspirational, you can do it up. It looks great as it is, but doing them up, you can do the one behind you. You've got like an ombre effect on it. I've got them all over the studio. Behind there, I've got one here.
Yeah, I see them. But there we are. Look at that. Isn't that great? That's got like a gilding wax.
That's using Cadence paints.
Oh, okay. And then this one, just in silver. That's great, isn't it? Think happy, be happy.
So you're going to get both for $5.99.
$5.99. And if you bought something already today, that's a delivered price. Remember, JB6138. Where do you want to put them? Maybe you've got a kitchen window that looks out to the driveway, and when people come up to the door, put it in the kitchen window. It's just a positive message, isn't it? Or have it maybe on the desk at work as well. Maybe if the boss is giving you a bit of a hard time, you look at that, kind of cheers you up a little bit.
Most definitely. While you're doing that, I finished the card.
Very nice.
Okay, so this is called an easel and a half. Remember, it goes completely flat. So you just lay it back down there, and I'll be showing you at the next show, whatever time I'm on, I will be showing you how easy it is to do an envelope on there. Now, these are from the Quote for Every Season, using the summer collection with those vibrant colours. But, you know, whichever colourways you go for, you're going to have so much fun with the live quote range. Absolutely.
I think we had another message come through as well, did we? A little message from... Oh, from Catherine in Nottinghamshire. Morning, Dave and Debbie. Loving the show. These collections are absolutely beautiful. I've got quite a few of your USBs and also the physical collections as well. Oh, that's great to know, Catherine.
Thank you.
And it's lovely to get both, in actual fact. Yes, if you've got the physical card collection, you've got it there in your hands. It's paper, it's card, it smells lovely, it feels lovely. But then you've got to store it. Whereas with the digital, you know, you can then print off onto all sorts of different mediums, onto fabrics, onto vellums, onto acetates. It's just never-ending what you can use them for, onto the tissue paper that we talked about before. Printable fabrics, as we mentioned earlier on. So we've got the USBs, we've got the digital versions, obviously, which are even less money, which is amazing, with no P&P to pay on the digital ones. If that's all you're buying today, you'll get that refunded tomorrow. And in the later shows, what can we look forward to later today?
So I'm going to show you, we've got a box maker on today's show, okay? And we've got some more dies, flower dies that we're going to work on there, and stepper cards, some stepper cards that we've got loads on.
Now, how to make the boxes. This is the box maker. More will be revealed later on in this afternoon shows. Whatever you do, don't miss those. If you've missed the show, don't worry, you can look back on the website at all the products that are available, and full explanations are there if you go to hobbymaker.co.uk. Thank you for getting up early.
Thank you.
See you a bit later.
Going for a coffee now.
Absolutely. Get back to bed.
Bye-bye.
I'll see you a bit later on, though. Sewing Street and Jewellery Maker is on the way, and we'll see you at 1 o'clock.